Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading from somebody who, or for somebody who's greatly missed. If you don't want to deal with somebody from your past, probably not your reading, because this is definitely a reunion or a reconciliation. I don't know that this is an ex-partner, but it feels to me more like a failure to launch kind of situation. The three cards that I pulled for you from the Untold Messages of the Heart are Battle, Defensive, and Surrender, which is such an interesting progression, don't you think? We have I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let you go. I'm not ready to talk. I will only push you away. And I can't be apart from you much longer. So somebody's defenses are coming down. They're realizing that they don't need to push you away or battle you. There's kind of a sense here that maybe somebody was expecting a really difficult conversation that would actually end up being relatively civil or amiable. Amiable? Yeah. Anyways, we're going to call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's see. I think we're going to start with the Tattoo Tarot. All right, let's see what we have for you, shall we? We have the Knight of Swords. That was so cool how that flipped over. Wow, this is definitely appropriate, you guys. Look at how we've got two horse heads here, okay? This is like because that knight wants to move very quickly, but has a little bit of, I'm not ready to talk. It's like this horse doesn't know which way to go because the knight hasn't necessarily decided exactly what he wants to do. He just has all of this pent up energy, like, I got to do something now. And it's all because I think they've fallen in love with the star energy. So you could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart. But I think more importantly, you represent a magnetic healing kind of energy that this Knight of Swords has not encountered before. There's something dreamy about you. Oh, damn. What? You guys, this is going to be like adorable. Look at this. We have two of the happiest cards in the deck. We have the Sun and the Six of Cups. This person thinks about you with like fondness, like with a capital F. This person has really good memories of you, really sweet memories of you. And I think they, reminisce about you quite often. I think they daydream. I think they find you really like kind, but also fun and different. There's something about you that really stands out from the crowd. They may have had a number of people interested in dating them, but none of them really sparkle the way that you do. That was real graceful of me. Yep. I'm going to be on Dancing with the Stars next, you guys. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Uh-oh. So what happened here? Well, obviously something, right? Because we've got somebody who's a little bit concerned that a conversation with you would get a little bit heated. It's the real McCoy. What's up? You're so welcome. One of these nights, I'm gonna have to do like a middle of the night, like midnight or 1 a.m. I'm in Central Time Zone, just for funsies to see who would join me. We've got the Two of Cups in the reverse, indicating there was some sort of separation or breakup. And with the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Wands here, Ten of Wands being in the reverse, it feels to me like somebody maybe was a little bit concerned about whether there would be competition. Are there other people that are interested in you? Would it be too much of a burden to try to pursue this person? But I also feel like there could have been meddling from another party. So someone else could have wanted to impact or influence how this romance played out, possibly out of jealousy or envy. So I think we kind of had to go with the situations cards, don't you think? See if that jealous gossip card comes out. I call it the petty Betty. So we have done, completion, lesson learned. This feels to me like the star energy that is the love interest for whoever is contemplating surrendering, right? This person has, I think, inspired this Knight of Swords, yep, with unconditional love. So there was some interaction here. I think it was relatively limited, but there was something that was very obvious in terms of this person just loves with every inch of their body. They're just a very kind soul, right? Well, this person who they identify as the star has, I think, made some sort of significant moves or left behind a community perhaps that wasn't their vibe. There's something here where this star energy has not been easy to find. With the searching, looking for information online in the reverse, I feel like this is somebody who's maybe a little bit private. So you can't really get the information that you want from social media. This isn't somebody telling you exactly what they bought from Starbucks 3 times a day and who they're in love with or who they're jealous of. This is somebody who is very guarded with their own personal information. And with obviously with unconditional love, there's absolutely something magnetic and beautiful about this energy. And that's why this person is struggling to move on, right? This is underneath the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck. But I think it's also indicating that this Knight of Swords has had the realization or has been enlightened to the fact that this is a very difficult to replace kind of love. And therefore, that's why these defense walls are coming down, right? Somebody's realizing they can't just run away from their emotions. Why talk when you can stalk? Oh, goodness. Yeah. So I feel like there was a former partner or a friend that potentially knows both of you that maybe meddled in this situation. And as I mentioned earlier, could have been a little bit of jealousy there. But I feel like this interview card is coming out sideways because we've got some sort of drama that was like manufactured, I feel like, by a third party. And that caused somebody to feel like they should move away from you or that they should reconsider their options. And that's what they need to apologize for. They ran away from the situation with bad information as their justification. This Two of Cups in the reverse has soulmate underneath it. Someone ran away from somebody that they care about because of a friendship or somebody that they used to be in a relationship with, giving them bad information or trying to, guide them astray. So we have crickets in the reverse. This is a good indication that this person is realizing, okay, you know what? I actually have to say something, like speaker forever hold your peace kind of thing. Yeah. It's like if you don't speak up, you may never see this person again. What? There is something that has changed here where this Knight of Swords realizes you're not just going to run into this star at the grocery store. You're not going to go to a party and the star is just randomly there, just convenient for you to be like, oh, hey, about that thing, I'm sorry, but like, can we like start hanging out again? Because like I miss you and stuff. No, this Knight of Swords is realizing you actually have to do something about this or you don't get to see the star again. So we have financial support in the reverse. Somebody wanted to prevent these two from being together for financial reasons. I feel like this Knight of Swords energy, this masculine energy, was in some way financially assisting a family member or a friend or an ex. And that person decided to say something to try to influence this person against this love interest for their own like benefit. This has been kind of a reoccurring theme. So I think there's a decent number in the collective that are dealing with this. So I think it's really important to focus on patience, gratitude, and forgiveness. And remember that forgiveness is not just for the people that you are forgiving, it's for yourself as well. So we have Eight of Swords in the reverse and Six of Cups in the reverse. This is basically telling me that somebody has a changed perspective on a relationship or a situation or perhaps a friendship from their past. Somebody that they realized was holding them back and not telling the truth. And it was because they wanted to keep this person stagnant. So somebody has decided, I'm moving forward. I know there's unconditional love here. I'm not going to hold myself back or live in the past. So it does feel like for a decent chunk of you, this is an ex-partner that didn't want you to make a love offer or an apology, didn't want you to reconcile. We have the Queen of Swords, which can represent a feminine energy that has recently been basically broken up with or has ended a relationship. This could also represent the masculine energy that I think is the one that would like to surrender, thinking that it would be a difficult conversation with the person that he's in love with because she may be in this Queen of Swords energy. She may be a little bit selective or a lot selective and have some really kind of strict boundaries right now, maybe even in a little bit of hermit mode. We have the Five of Pentacles. So that's kind of another indication that this particular energy might be in hermit mode, but I think it's also suggesting that we have no communication here or very little communication. Well, I would have liked to see the Devil in the reverse, but let's see what comes up with it. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was literally like a plan to keep these two apart by a feminine energy. Because this is underneath the Queen of Wands. And notice we don't see anybody in this card. And that's interesting because the Queen of Wands is like the magnetic, beautiful, like really attractive feminine energy. Why wouldn't you want to show her off? No, we just have a hand. It's like somebody doesn't want to know, like be known or seen or, held accountable. There's somebody here who brought information that was wrong. And it was because they had a fear of losing somebody they wanted to be in a relationship with, or fear of losing the ability to control somebody else. With the Fool in the reverse, this is somebody who went against their better judgment to try to control the situation. It could also indicate somebody is going to have some bad karma here, right? We have the Three of Wands and the Emperor. This is so comical, you guys. This is like, okay, so I just like did this thing real quick to like make sure that you couldn't be with the person that you love. And so now that I did that and pooed in your punch bowl, now I'm just chilling here waiting for you to show up. So they're the Three of Wands waiting for the Emperor, right? You might be waiting for a while. Do you think you can learn to love me? All right. Let's get some clarification with Marigold Tarot. You guys know about Old Greg? That's what I was referencing with the, you think you're gonna learn to love me? So, pretty weird, but funny stuff. So, look it up or don't. All right, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse. Unexpected failure in love. This is under the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Cups in the reverse. Somebody had a change in their perspective. They learned their lesson. They realized what was preventing them from having a good experience in love. They walked away from it. They didn't want to live in the past. And as a result, there's somebody here who felt entitled that is realizing now that they have lost when they were certain that they had already secured this love interest. We have the Nine of Rings, Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is single after having expected that they would get a very serious commitment from either a Queen of Swords or this masculine energy, the Emperor. But instead we have heartbreak and loss. I feel like this is somebody getting karma for trying to basically make it so this emperor missed out on an opportunity in love, something that was destined for him. Because this person tried to ruin that opportunity for this emperor, they are the one getting heartbroken. They're the one who's losing what they really wanted to keep. Ooh, who wants to report that asshole? Yeah, we don't need your porn in here, man. Yeah, we don't. We don't need your porn because look at this fine emperor right here making decisions, reporting people like you. All right, we're gonna see what else we can find out about this emperor. I'm sorry, this devil. The hermit in the reverse. Not listening to your better judgment and emotionally manipulating people. Yep. So this would be fear of loss, fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. And I feel like this is that energy that was likely a previous partner. There is a decision to go against your better judgment and not, become a better person, and instead choose to be a little bit unreliable or emotionally manipulative with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. If you can imagine, the Queen of Cups in the upright, that's somebody who wants you to be happy, right? That's somebody who's known for being kind and generous. In the reverse, that's somebody who just wants to make things difficult for you, right? So now we have the Five of Wands in the reverse and the Nine of Wands. Somebody is done with the arguing. They have left behind something difficult or tumultuous because they've acknowledged that it was a karmic relationship, or they have, learned what they needed from it. And with the Five of Wands in the reverse, they want to reconcile or make amends with somebody that they have not been in communication with. With the Nine of Wands, I feel like there's something beautiful that this person wants to defend or work for. They're not ready to give up on this. This is like that sense of unfinished business and like, I'm going to tend to that like right now kind of thing, right? And then we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. I feel like one of the first things this person may feel like they have to say is, I'm single. If you thought I was in a relationship, I have ended that. Like, I'm not going to mess around with that. All right, we're going to continue with the Crow Tarot. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Temperance. Somebody has found that ending a relationship or distancing themselves from a feminine energy that wanted to take, or was emotionally abusive has helped them to regain stability or peace and tranquility in their life. Isn't that beautiful? I'm proud of you. Oh, what's up, Ambit? How are you? All right, what else do we have? Two of Pentacles. Now, this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the one who wanted to put a stop to whatever love opportunity was coming up for the Emperor, now they're finding that they don't have the financial stability that they thought they would. And with the Knight of Swords, there's a sense that they didn't expect the Emperor to make a change or move as quickly as they did. And there could be also some sense that a lot of people are realizing, like in the community around this Queen of Pentacles, what lengths she was willing to go in this relationship to be basically like manipulative. So I feel like there are opportunities that may have at one point been available to this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse that are no longer available because people don't trust her. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is, to me, somebody losing independence or financial stability. This Queen of Pentacles could feel like she has to find somebody, anybody with money right now. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Yeah, this is that feminine energy that was trying to control. You can't control people's free will. That's just not how it works. Queen of Swords. This feminine energy is finding a lot of people have boundaries now. A lot of people have their defenses up. Wow, did you see how that fell right where it's supposed to go? King of Pentacles in the reverse. I can't say it enough. This person is losing quite a lot because they were wishing so much ill on others. With the Knight of Cups, we have somebody that may basically have a front row seat to, while they're single and not having any prospects, watching their ex be basically viewed as a heartthrob and get a lot of opportunities in love. Like, again, basically getting the opposite of what they were trying to achieve, right? And then we have Death in the reverse and Four of Cups. Because this person worked so hard to prevent the end of this relationship, they have effectively ended it earlier, I think, than it would have normally. They expedited it because they were acting so desperately. It's hard not to smell the smell of desperation, right? All right, tell me more about this support, this financial support in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is not willing to fight for something. They're giving up on a burden, responsibility. This is somebody saying, I'm not paying for your stuff anymore. That's your responsibility. We have the Star and the King of Cups coming out sideways. I feel like this is saying, with our couple in the front here, now we have the Knight of Swords having basically elevated himself to King of Cups pertaining to this relationship. I still feel like he's this Emperor over here, but the problem is sometimes with the Emperor, you can have somebody that's a little bit too accustomed to controlling the situation, maybe a little bit too prone to being like head over heart or even a little bit heartless. With the King of Cups coming out sideways, I feel like we have somebody that is realizing if they want to be with the Star, they have to be able to talk about their emotions and they have to move past whatever apology or situation this is. And I think they're going to, because they've already made all of this other change, right? Tell me more about the King of Cups, please. Knight of Pentacles. It may have taken a while, but this has been I think exactly how it was supposed to play out in terms of somebody having the time to really work on themselves, build their stability, and build their self-worth so they could be a good partner. So this Knight of Pentacles is a much more reliable energy than this Knight of Swords because this person can be a little bit flaky, whereas the Knight of Pentacles, when they set their mind to something, they're not going to get distracted. They're going to actually do what they set it or set out to do. All right, let's do our final clarification with the miniature OG, the Rider-Waite. Well, we've got a tower moment because somebody was, I think, kind of sitting in their fear or feeling like they didn't have the courage to make the move that they wanted to. So this feels to me like somebody found out a piece of information or somebody realized they absolutely needed to move, like there was some sort of expiration date or timeline that they had. Here we have Judgment. You have to do this and you have to do this now. It's like somebody was woken from a nightmare and like they just like, oh, I gotta do this now. Like somebody got the message, I think. Yeah. If you want your soulmate, you have to apologize. Page of Cups, the Lovers. You have to actually choose your person. You have to actually make the effort. You can't just sit around and mope, right? Yes, we're hoping for an Ace of Wands, that's for sure. All right, we're taking this Three of Swords in the reverse as a sign this person is healing what has prevented them from coming forward to their love interest because they know it's the right thing to do and they do want to actually balance the scales here because they feel like the way they treated this person that they care about wasn't fair. Yeah, they didn't show how they felt. They tried to keep like a distance from this person because they were, I think, pretty uncomfortable with feeling this level of love, right? If you haven't experienced unconditional love and then it just like slaps you across the face on a random Thursday, you're like, what was that? What was that? I don't know what to do. How do I, what? I'm gonna run. I feel like somebody just didn't know how to deal with this. With the Page of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody looking at this love or this opportunity like, well, I don't know how to approach that. I don't know how to talk to that. I don't know how to be that. Somebody needed a little bit of time to themselves to figure out what they wanted to say or do or what they wanted from the situation because they weren't looking for that, right? And they also knew that in order to follow their heart, they would have to end a partnership or a relationship that was pretty burdensome, so that would take a lot of effort to actually end, and with the Death card there, would require them to transform in addition to end this relationship. So this is somebody realizing, I want this unconditional love, but I also know, like, it's a lot of homework for me. So that's why we have this Ace of Cups flying all over the board. Someone has to decide, are you going to take this opportunity or are you going to let it pass you by? Ace of Wands in the reverse. That's not a good sign. That could just mean we had a false start in love. But let's see. What's this Ace of Wands in the reverse about? Queen of Cups. I don't know. This person is not confused anymore. They know that they're in love with this Queen of Cups. Oh, okay. This Emperor is working to clear out some toxic energy from their life before they come through with an offer. There could also be some concern here that they need to make sure whatever offer they present is a really strong offer. So I feel like It's probably worth mentioning to the person who is expecting an apology or wanting an apology. Um, Life's too short to get too hung up on some of the things. You got to know what are deal breakers and what are not. If it's not a deal breaker, accept an apology, explain if you have to what kind of changed behavior you need, and then move the fuck on. We don't need to like torture people over this stuff, right? Make it click like clean and easy so that you know going forward when you have difficult conversations that you don't have to like tiptoe around or avoid it. We can just be adults about it, right? And if you are the energy that feels like you owe an apology, give your, love interest the benefit of the doubt. You might be feeling like they're going to be much harsher on you than they actually will. I think you just have to keep in mind this is somebody that respects honesty, but with the Knight of Swords, it already feels to me like that's something you're committed to. There's an opportunity here with a window that could close. So we want to make sure that we're both doing our parts, right? As far as if you want to pursue this star, you have to actually lift a finger, right? If you want to be able to make amends with somebody that you care about and you resonate with this star, then you have to be willing to listen and not, make a big deal out of something that you don't need to, right? All right. I hope you enjoyed my bantering on. I think I'm going to go make some dinner now. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys later.